Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's Jordan Howard's Bears going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
At the 20-yard line. Carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. This will be caught by Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the toss play, Howard. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action over the top.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 57 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Hey, fuck you, man!
Cairo Santos on it.
Fuck you, Thunder! You can suck my dick. You can't get me, Thunder, because you're just God's father.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, there's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Prescott. Flush to his right. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And the dreaded third and long here for the offense. The play clock's running down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice they saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. It's Trubisky. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now here come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Bryant. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go! Green 39! On first down, they run with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. In motion here is Witten. A first down carry by Elliott. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And now a first down following that long gain. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A second down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion left now is Beasley. Prescott on first down. Then he finds Beasley complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Williams, the man in motion left. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Did you see last Thursday night the camera angle that they used for majority of the Steelers-Titans game?
I did, and it had been advertised ahead of time to tune in and check it out if they're going to do the game from that perspective. And I also heard a lot of people who liked it.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Things of that nature. And others, they still say, I still like the old school view, but I really think we're going to see more and more of that.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys are
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
as we head toward halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. That's a 49-yard first and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first and 10, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. In motion left comes Bryant. Third and long for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go counter with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, we got a minute here after that incompletion. What are your Thanksgiving plans this week?
Well, I'm still trying to figure them out totally, but can I tell you what happened pre-Thanksgiving?
Sure.
Okay, in my game this week,
yeah.
I had Minnesota and Los Angeles. So
right.
In pregame, I got bumped into the GM of Minnesota who had a big cup of coffee, splashed all over both of us. I had to work the game in my suit, drenched in coffee. But before the game, I was a little upset about what had happened, so I was upstairs. And one of my colleagues, Max, says to me, he's just standing there, and he knows I don't want to talk. And finally he just looks at me and goes, "So, what are your plans for Thanksgiving?"
That was his default. He had nothing else to go to.
So, Max, I didn't know then, and I still don't know now what my plans are for Thanksgiving.
Well, we know you're prepping. You got a game this week. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll give to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They go to Elliott again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Will motion left. Here on the play clock. And it is inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A carry there, 2nd and 8.
Expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try to throw now. Prescott flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
That looks left, and it is left. Nugent misses. It's no good. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They go play action. Trubisky, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. This is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Say hello to my
Candy cane.
We saw.
Say hello to my little friend.
Back, see what transpires after this. Play clock winding down. A first down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Yabba-dabba-doo!
I'm Peter, fool. Shut up, fool. And you're so crazy, fool.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Carson Wentz's Eagles.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world on HBO pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz to throw on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They run with Ajayi, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. Positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Van Noy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now it's Ajayi. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play action. Now Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On first down, Brady. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing. He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Say hello to my little friend.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And the play clock's running down. Brady to throw on 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. they send the tight end in motion left. Now Lewis. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him in yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Blitz coming and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Wentz. Completes it to Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The open man is Smith. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 43 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
On the mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So the D-line's going to spread out. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because There's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They motion the running back out left. Shotgun now for Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
In motion left, the tight end. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Got fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run again with Ajayi. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack, as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Ryan Allen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A nice little juke. And now running right through it. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right around the 26. 23 yards on the play.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Here's Wentz to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play clock winding down. Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Amendola, the man in motion left. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
In motion left is Amendola. Again, it's Lewis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Caught right side. It's Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Amendola, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, 89 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brandon Graham in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And all the way down to the 39. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with time running out. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So they're going to go for 2. Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Second down following the incompletion. And that'll set them back 5. So that'll back him up 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.